Super big news coming out of Ottawa. Justin Trudeau announcing his exit. It sounds like it's true. It sounds like it is about to happen. And I'm going to break down all of the new news for this for you right now. I'm going to give you every piece of information that I have from my sources as well as what I'm hearing in the media.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, gang? Aaron right here, Canadian Loony, Michelle Rempel-Garner. We know her. If you watch this channel at all, she's got another big announcement. She's going to explain what's going on. Her links are in the description below. Let's check this out. Big news. Maybe Trudeau is gonna hit the road. Pound saying, buddy, get out of here.
Super big news coming out of Ottawa. The news that you heard here on this channel about Justin Trudeau announcing his exit, it sounds like it's true. It sounds like it is about to happen. And I'm going to break down all of the new news for this for you right now. I'm going to give you every piece of information that I have from my sources as well as what I'm hearing in the media. But before I do that, guys, I have a huge favor to ask of you. It's really important. There's going to be a lot of fast-moving parts in Canadian politics over the next 48 hours. And not all of it is going to be reported in the mainstream media because we know that the Liberal Party has a censorship agenda in place, Bill C-11, C-18, and Bill C-63. It's led to things like a social media ban on news. Also, we know that social media platforms like the one that you're watching this on right now, they don't always allow certain types of voices to connect with people. So because there's going to be so much happening in Canadian politics and so much that impacts your life, I'm going to ask you to do one thing before I break down what's about to happen, and that's to click on the link that's in the comments if you're watching this on Facebook, or the link that's in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. There's an article there which breaks down. It was a prediction that I made yesterday. Everything in there has come to pass so far. So you know that if you click on this and you click subscribe, I'm going to be able to directly communicate with you over the next 48 hours. And you're not going to have to rely on Justin Trudeau's censorship bans or social media algorithms telling you what you're going to hear. If you click subscribe on that, it allows me to directly communicate with you for free and skip these social media bans. It's really important and it helps me do my job. So let me break down for you, after you do that, what's happening. Okay, so yesterday I came to you with some information about how Justin Trudeau's caucus chair, the Liberal caucus chair, had scheduled a 6-hour meeting on Wednesday. And the link that's in the comments that I'm asking you to read and subscribe, it broke down how that was interpreted as a pretty good signal that he was about to resign. Now, just a few minutes ago, one of Canada's top reporters, investigative reporters, Bob Fife, Robert Fife with the Globe and Mail, and Marika Walsh, these are two of Canada's top investigative journalists, even with the mainstream media. They're the ones who always have they're the ones who break the stories no one else breaks. They just released the following headline, and this is breaking news. It says, Trudeau expected to announce exit as party leader before National Caucus meeting on Wednesday. Now, if you click the link that's in the comments, you'll see that this is exactly what I said was going to happen 2 days ago, and this is what was happening behind the scenes in Ottawa. So now this is being formally reported. But there's a few things that I want to break down for you, because some of you guys are going to hear this and you're going to be overjoyed. You're going to be like, finally, after 9 years of disaster, Justin Trudeau is done. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Oh, the other thing you can do is share this video so that people who might not know about this, that they can find out about it too, and that they can also get that subscription that's in the comments. But when I first heard about this, I just want to take a moment. I have fought Justin Trudeau for 9 years. I had an emotional moment. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I obviously wanted to defeat Justin Trudeau in an election. He's such a disaster. So to hear that he's finally announcing his departure, it was, I'm like, finally, oh my gosh. But this article that Bob and Marika put together, it had some pretty bad news, which I also speculated about in the link that's in the comments or the video description. And that's that it sounds like Justin Trudeau, he's not like he's just going to quit and trigger an election. Okay. This is what he's trying to do. He's going to announce his resignation. They're also reporting that he's likely going to prorogue or suspend Parliament, and that he wants to stay on as, quote, interim leader while the Liberal Party has a prolonged leadership race. So what does that mean in non-fancy political terms? It means that Justin Trudeau is going to announce that he's going to quit, but he wants to stay on as interim leader while he suspends Parliament to allow Liberal insiders to pick people who are all complicit in his decisions. Like, you know, a point somebody that somebody just made to me before I came live to you was that every person who's going to run for the Liberal leadership, they're Justin Trudeau Liberals. It's like the analogy we used was like, it's like the Clone Wars, right? It's literally like the clone army. It's like pick a different clone. You're all the same. You're all Justin Trudeau acolytes. So it's not like Justin Trudeau. You need to understand this. It's not like Justin Trudeau, when you hear Justin Trudeau's resigning, that we're going to an election. No, he's likely going to try and stay on as the leader of the party and prorogue Parliament, suspend Parliament, and prevent an election to allow the Liberals to go through a prolonged leadership race so that they can fundraise. So as much as I am excited to hear that Justin Trudeau is announcing his exit, you have to understand that this does not necessarily mean the end of the Justin Trudeau rule of the country. And in fact, it sounds like things might get a lot worse before they get better. Now, what does this mean practically if he prorogues or suspends Parliament? The Conservative Party of Canada, many of you know by tuning into this channel and clicking on the link that's in the comments or in the video description, I broke down for you that the Conservative Party, we found a way to force a non-confidence vote by the end of January. So again, if you click on that link and you scroll back on some of the previous posts, and if you haven't heard about this, we found a way to force a non-confidence vote basically as soon as the House comes back. It's scheduled to come back at the end of January. If Justin Trudeau prorogues Parliament, it means that we shut down. He would shut down parliamentary committees, and we wouldn't have the opportunity to do that. So again, this is when you hear tomorrow, if Justin Trudeau actually, like, look, Bob Fife and Marika Walsh, they wouldn't have reported this if it wasn't true. It's very likely that Justin Trudeau is going to resign, but it doesn't mean that he's necessarily not going to be the Prime Minister of Canada, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a confidence vote because he's likely going to suspend Parliament. The reason why I'm asking you guys to subscribe, the link that's in the comments or the video feed, is that I want to be able to tell you what's happening behind the scenes as this very historic moment in Canadian politics unfolds over the next 48 hours. I have to tell you how important it is to really dig deep into some of the announcements that are about to happen and try to understand and look beyond what you're just hearing in the media. If Justin Trudeau's allowed to stay on as, quote, interim leader while Parliament is suspended and the Liberal Party sort their drama out, think about the implications for our country. There's not going to be a Parliament to scrutinize how Justin Trudeau is negotiating with incoming American President Donald Trump. There's not going to be a Parliament to deal with, the Liberal scandalous spending that's happened. There's not going to be a Parliament to address the increase in the carbon tax that's about to happen. There's not going to be a Parliament to address government spending. There's not going to be a Parliament to address crime. There's not going to be a Parliament to address Canada's broken immigration system. And what the Liberals are going to be asking all of you, and you're going to hear this in the CBC, you're going to hear it in mainstream media spin over and over and over again, is that you, as a Canadian, absolutely, it's the best thing to allow the Liberal Party to suspend Parliament and to allow a Liberal leadership race to take place instead of going to a general election. And what I want to be able to do with you is take all of the spin, take all of the backroom rumors I am hearing, and give you some up-to-date information as it's happening over the next 48 hours, so that you can talk to friends and that you can raise your voice and help us join together and ask for a general election. So, like, I can't underscore how important the next 48 hours, the next 72 hours are going to be in Canadian history. The Liberal Party is going to try to convince Canadians that it is okay to shut down Canada's democratic processes for months at a time of national crisis in order for them to get their shit together in their party. That is not what any of us deserve in this country. I don't care how you vote. We need a general election. We need the Liberal Party, all of them, all of these MPs that have been complicit for months, years in supporting Justin Trudeau and only started raising their voices, not anything against the policies that Justin Trudeau had, but they started getting worried about the polling numbers. And they only raised their voices after they realized that Justin Trudeau had passed them over for cabinet about a week ago, right? These are not people that are going to put the country above their own interests. They're putting themselves ahead of their own interests, and we can't let that spin take root in Canada. So, again, you are going to hear a lot about this. This is going to be the top news in Canada for the next 72 hours. Justin Trudeau announcing his exit. But he's right now trying to stay on as Prime Minister. The party's doing everything possible to allow Liberal insiders, a handful of unelected Liberal Party executive members, to select the next Prime Minister of Canada. And they're going to likely try to shut down Parliament while all of this is happening. This is unprecedented in terms of just the crisis that our country is facing and trying to shutter our democracy. So I am trying to digest all of this information. I want you to rest assured that the Conservative Party of Canada is going to fight any of this democratic bullshit with every fiber of our being. But the best way that you can help us is by raising your voice, by sharing videos like this, and by staying up to date by subscribing. The link is in the comments or in the video descriptions. And I promise you, I will be writing to you. I will be coming to you with any information that I have. And guys, we need to force a general election. We need to tell the Liberal Party of Canada and their puppets in the NDP that have been supporting them every step of the way that we've had enough. And that if Justin Trudeau, and I'm just going to say this, Justin, if you're watching this, or if your staff's watching this, you have one possibility now to go out with some modicum of respect or class. You've never put the country above yourself. And if you have any shred of decency, you'll call a general election. You'll put the country before yourself and your party of cronies and stooges and call a general election and let Canadians decide who's going to form the next government, not your backroom Liberal Party's cronies. But I don't have much hope, Justin, because I know you're a narcissist that really doesn't give a shit about the country. But Canadians have had enough. So please click subscribe to the link that's in the comments. Please share this video. And guys, the rubber's hitting the road. It's happening. This is real. And what's going to happen in the next 72 hours will really, it's going to affect our country for many years to come. We need an election. We do not need months of Liberal garbage, drama, internal shuffling of the deck chairs on the Titanic, whatever analogy you want to do. It's time to raise our voices and demand better, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing and all of my colleagues in the Conservative Party are going to be doing. Working hard for you. Stay in touch. Have a good day.
We're going to wrap it up there, guys. Maybe we're going to get a new Liberal leader. Who knows? Michelle Rempel-Garner, tell me, what do you think about this lady in the comments? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, get notified, all those fun things. Come check out one of the live shows. Aaron Canadian Looney, thanks for watching this video. Maybe we're going to get an election, at least a new leader of the Liberal Party, maybe a new direction. Things need to change up here in this country, no doubt. Catch you next video. Thanks for watching this one. We're out.
We should all have had enough with this cabinet and this government's failed approach to economic growth while our country stares down the barrel of a looming recession. And it's this government's problem. They have failed to repatriate manufacturing. They have failed to inspire investment in our country. And they are making it harder for women in my community to put loaves of bread in their cart. And I've had enough. And people in this place have had enough, Mr. Speaker. And people across this country have had enough. So I challenge every Liberal backbencher here today, tomorrow morning is their caucus meeting, to stand up and say what that one person said off the record to a reporter. Enough with the woke shit. Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I take that back. I apologize for my unparliamentary language immediately. I'm very sorry. Enough with the woke stuff. And get on with the plan. And it's right to be passionate with this because we have to do better things to protect Canadians from inflation.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Oh, yeah.